The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Zoom. Hey, check. Mike 50. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike 50. You better be afraid of me. Here we go. 50.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Rashad Penny. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Motion.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Stop your whining. Check 9, check 9. Alert, alert, alert.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Cut. 20. Listen, 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 listen. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
From the 50, it's gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
17. 17. 17. Smooth. Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some.
Now it's gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Hey, check 24. What's 24?
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Hey, Delta. Mike's 50.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. 11 yards there, 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Match box, right.
Brings up 3rd
Check.
and 6.
Check the backer. Middle.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player is just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. On 2nd and 12, Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
50, 50. Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Brown.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hekker is on to punt for L.A. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. On is the punter, Hekker, as he gets this one away. Switzer on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
I'm coming after you. Bang, bang. 56, 56. Hey, box truck, box truck. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Switch. Mike, let's go.
Now they'll try again on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Hey, exit. That's a screen. Pass. 58, boys. 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back to back.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Super. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Goff. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Go. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Gurley again here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Slam. Hey, kill. Watch the creeping. 6 on travel.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
Look, 180. You got nothing yet. You got nothing. Shift.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Shift. 2 for 1. Switch. You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Check 20.
Now Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Goff now to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Hey, check. 50, Mike, 50.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, keep it up. Hey, Charlie.
50, 50. Mike 50.
I got you. Hey, 76. 76. 76. Go.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Rams first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
180. Check 99. Check 99.
On first down, it's Henderson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because
he's got a man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Allen's throw is complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Pass. 50.
Yeah.
Alert. Mike's 50.
Now Allen again. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Allen going to throw. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
His pass caught at the 4. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Rams.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's Gurley. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Line 20. 4 down. Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 50, check 50.
Check. Lucky. Shake, kill.
That's mine.
Throwing now, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now gone. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Loudry.
Mike 50.
Hey, watch the slant.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Allen now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people